and that we're being here with you. So the first thing is, I do want to acknowledge our internal partners from Cuyahoga Community College, where futures begin. We want to first invite Cicely Campbell, the Executive Director of Ohio Options, to say hello.
Hi, y'all. Am I here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I do apologize. I'm not sure why I'm acting like I don't know how to work Zoom, but my name is Cicely Campbell. I have the pleasure, Dr. Scott said, as serving as the Executive Director of our Ohio Options for Adults. So it is the program for our adult learners who did not reach the milestone yet of achieving their high school diploma or GED. We have various high school equivalency, so the GED or the high set, as well as we offer the adult diploma program that is recognized in the state of Ohio. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Cicely. We want to now introduce our friend and our internal partner, Sarah Baldwin. Hi, Sarah.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for having us here today. I'm the recruitment specialist for our workforce division. So those are things like getting your CDLs or maybe CNC or some fast track health careers. We've got a lot of great opportunities to get you in and out and working. So I'm happy to talk about those today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Sarah. I want to introduce our co-moderator, Isaiah Hagwood. And I want to say thank you to Isaiah Hagwood. I want to say thank you to student liaison, Irvin Gaston. I want to say thank you to student advisor, who's the mentor for our program. She mentors us, Tony Johnson. And I want to say thank you for Tawanda Shazor, who is also a coordinator with us with the database analysis work that is the heartbeat of our program. So Cuyahoga Community College is the place to be when it comes to talking about post-secondary educational opportunities. Again, we've got the Ohio Options with us, who will explain all of the parts that are essential, a gateway, a stepping stone to your success with post-secondary educational opportunities. We also have the workforce training program that has multiple programs that are in demand and that they are ready for the workforce. And we have the community health worker program, which is the in now thing for people to do. And we're going to have Ms. Tony Johnson help us with that program and the information. First, we want to tell you a little bit about ourselves. Isaiah is going to go as comfortable as he is with the program, with the slides. He's going to be as comfortable as he wants to be. So we are the TRIO program, Educational Opportunity Center. We deal with adults. And with that, our program is funded by the U.S. Department of Education in the Office of Federal TRIO Programs. We are in our 20th year, and we are many more to go to service our population, which is you, and you. We're here to service you. We want to provide information regarding financial and academic assistance. We want to help move those barriers and help you walk in to Tri-C. Who's eligible? You have to be a Cuyahoga County resident, 19 years old and above, a U.S. citizen, permanent resident, or refugee. EOC can help you with we can help you with your GED enrollment, high school diploma, adult enrollment, training certificate or degree programs enrollment. We want to walk you through the process to get to Cicely and to get to Sarah and to get to Marquita Rockamore of Community Work Health Programs. We want to walk you through it. Hey, you been in school before? Well, we have loan default resolution, and shortly we're going to put our intake in the chat. We are the gateway. We are the host. We will walk you through to your success. Cicely, please take it over. Listen, we all have had technical difficulties with this cold weekend. I hope everybody's staying warm. There we
I'm
go.
sorry.
No,
Thank
no
you.
problems.
I'm back.
Yes.
But the thing is, I'm back, but I don't necessarily know how to see the sides simultaneously. So I'm just going to wing it if that's okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So again, our Ohio Options for Adults program is for our community members who have yet to achieve the milestone of earning their high school diploma or GED. So we help you through that process, as well as we have our ESOL program. So you might have heard the college has an ESL program. We are ESOL. The difference being is just the acronyms and the fact that our ESOL program is completely free. We do some of the same curriculum, but our ESOL, so English speakers of other languages, we do some of the same curriculum as the college does, but again, our program is completely free. So for funding that you may have received through the government, you can put it in the bucket and save it for later. So again, we have our HSE, so our high school equivalency programs. So that'll be our GED, or again, another test is called HiSET. So with that, you will take an assessment test, see how close you are to taking the GED test. And then we have funding available to pay for not only your practice or progress test, but the official test as well. So then we also have the adult diploma program. The difference between that and the GED, again, both are recognized through the state of Ohio. The adult diploma is more self-paced and kind of self-paced and majority online. And you earn your adult diploma as well as an industry recognized credential at the same time. The caveat being you can't earn one without the other. So for example, if you pass your assessment with adult diploma recognized, it's called the ACT Work Keys. If you pass your ACT Work Keys assessment, but do not pass the testing needed to earn the credential, you get neither, and vice versa. If you take the classes and you pass the state recognized test for the credential, but don't pass your assessment for the adult diploma, you get neither. So that's kind of the caveat regarding the adult diploma program. But again, you get that high school diploma and that industry recognized credential at the same time. Another benefit of enrolling in the Ohio Options for Adults program, so again, the GED pathway or the adult diploma pathway, is one, our services are free. Two, we also have funding available to help you not only get that initial credential, but also get stackable credentials on top of that. So once you are, let me backtrack. So our program is a non-credit course. But once you do earn that first tier, that high school diploma or that GED, and you're looking to enroll at the college in another pursuit, of a degree or other credentials, we can help you pay for that. And we can help you get stackable credential as long as you've been a participant of our program. So in addition to the adult diploma and the GED, we have the ESOL program. So again, this is for our community members who English is not their native language. So you may be a professional, recognized as a professional in your home country. So you come with your own skill sets. Really, the only barrier is the language. So we take you through courses. We have a lot of curriculum at different levels to help you improve the language aspect, the written and the verbal and the communicative reading and communicative language aspect of English. So that is the Ohio Options for Adults program in a nutshell, our main services. I mean, like Dr. Scott said, we are a partner. So we help you with other things in regards to like case management or services you might need to fulfill those credentials. Like Dr. Scott said as well, we help you remove those barriers. So thank you for your time and thanks for listening.
And you know
I
what,
had a real
Cicely?
quick question. This is Ms. Bombi. For the high school diploma program, you said it's self-paced. So is there probably, can you kind of gauge how long that usually takes for people? A year and a half?
Yeah. So it's honestly different. So we have individuals who come into the program with the equivalency of maybe a third grade education, all the way to maybe they might have recently dropped out of high school and they might have, completed 10th or 11th grade. So it really is up to the individual. I will say, yes, it's self-paced. The majority is done online, but we do have lab time available where we invite the participants to come on campus and our lab technician can kind of help them through various parts of the assessment. Excuse me, of the curriculum, I should say.
Okay, thank you.
So we have some
Are there any
individuals.
other questions?
So we have some individuals.
Recap. Yep. I'm so sorry, Cicely.
Oh, no, I apologize. We have some individuals who might just be enrolled in our program 3 months. We have other individuals who've been in our program for 2-3 years, depending on their level. And again, any community member can sign up to take the GED or the adult diploma. It's called the ACT Worksheets Assessment whenever they want to. However, through our program, we provide progress testing throughout to see where we call them measurable skill gains are coming in, to see when you're actually ready to take the test. Yes, we provide funding, but we only provide the funding once, maybe twice.
Okay. Thank you.
Really, we want to recap and we want to make sure that we try to save our questions for the end. But we want to make sure that, with the adult diploma program, there's been an exciting change. You just have to be 18 years old instead of 22 to have the adult diploma program access. And then, like Cicely said, you have to attend 30 hours of class and complete a progress test before the certification course. And you must score a 14 or higher on the ACT Worksheets assessment. Cicely's team will assist you in every step. We want Cicely to talk just one moment about the 2Gen program.
Thank you for that, Dr. Scott. So through Ohio Options, we have a lot of different funding. So one of our funders being the O'Neill Foundation to support our 2Gen initiative. So our 2Gen initiative is really taking a holistic approach and working with the family unit. So it's kind of just what it states, 2 generations. So there might be a young person who might be off track from graduating high school, or maybe they're even kind of in junior high or something. They're just off track in school, not doing their best. and the adult in their lives has not achieved their high school diploma or GED or themselves. So again, we take a case management approach to work with the family. And through a lot of our programs, we understand the various barriers. So it might be like no internet access at home or no computer at home, or other things that prevents individuals from getting to school or from school. So again, we take a very holistic approach, case management approach to really help the family and to support the family unit. So again, the 2-gen model is there's a young person in the family who is at risk of not graduating on time, and there's an adult who has not achieved their high school diploma or GED as well. Thank you.
I think it's exciting for a mom, a dad, a grandmom, a granddad that could possibly have a young adult that needs the support to graduate high school. Do it as a family. There's nothing more stronger than the love of family. So listen, you can register through Ohio Options Orientations. Let the EOC program walk you through the process to register for the 2-gen. You attend orientation and get a class assignment. You express your interest in joining the 2-gen program. Then you meet with 2-gen staff member for onboarding to the 2-gen program, and you're on your way to your success. And don't forget, you earn a high school diploma or equivalency and an in-demand workforce credential, knowing that after this experience of support and love and success, then you have higher earning potential. We are now going to move forward and let Sarah Baldwin come and explain the fantastic things that are going on in her program. So the slide for workforce. Thank you so much. Sarah?
You're not waiting. If it's COVID, tax open.
Well, it's exciting. We are so excited that Miss Tony can connect and that she can smooth and that she can do whatever it takes to make things happen. We're gonna go one slide back and talk about the community health worker program. Miss Tony, save us. What's going on with the community health worker program with Health Industry Solutions?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. I want to just talk a little bit. My name is Tony Johnson. As Dr. Scott said, I'm one of the student advisors with the Educational Opportunity Center. And one of the exciting programs that we just want to share a little information with you about is called the Community Health Worker. And some years back,
Tony, you're on mute.
you got me?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay. So again, let me just a few things. Tony Johnson, I'm a student advisor with the Educational Opportunity Center. And one of the programs that we found out about that's offered here at the college was the community health worker. So during the time when we had the American Rescue Funds, President Biden and Vice President Harris announced an award of $225 billion to fund the community health worker across the country. And one of the reasons for that was that during the pandemic, a lot of folks that were in social services made some changes in their life for whatever reason. People started to retire. And so we were able to introduce this community health worker, which really gained a lot of speed. They started, the community health worker in the Cleveland area has been around since 2004. So, and it may be before that, but I do know that in 2004, some of the women and men that worked with the Moms First program were all trained to be community health workers. So you say, what is that, and what are a few of the criteria? One of the criteria is that you must have a high school diploma or GED, no violent offenses. They do a background check along with a drug screening to make sure that you're eligible so that you're able to really do the type of work that it entails, which means that you might be in the community. There's really two pillars. One is a community worker, like the community, like the workers that work with Moms First, who go out in the neighborhood and work with pregnant or parenting men and women, families, to help them to obtain the resources needed to be successful. And the other piece is those persons who work in the hospital setting. And there's a variety of different programs that they're eligible to work under. Metro Health has a trauma center. A lot of the community health workers are working within that center. I recently was up at the new hunger network, the food bank, and they also have community health workers that work there. If you're familiar with 211, community health workers are employed at 211 to answer questions and to lead people along the process of becoming whatever they need. They need gas, help with the gas bill, rent, all the way down to needing shoes for their children to maybe get to school, baby care, and those type of resources. So community health worker is a very prominent role. They work under the umbrella of a social worker because their credential would be under the Department of Nursing. It's a community health worker certification, has to be renewed every 2 years, very similar to the other license and credentials that other folks might have under the social work umbrella or other. STNA is another one. So, but underneath the umbrella with Marquita Rockamore, she's the director of the Health Solutions Program. She also, they also offer the STNA in her department. So we're also able to help people get into the STNA program. That program, you do not have to have a high school diploma, but you do have to take the exam and be at an 8th grade level for reading and writing. And so I just want, if there's anybody that has any questions, if you always wanted to be a social worker and you're just not sure, you like working with people, you may already be doing that through your community work or your church. The community health worker might be something that you're interested in. 16 to 24 weeks. A lot of it's online. The starting pay is about $30,000 a year, and that's with no other added credential. So it's worth a conversation if you're someone that has always had the desire to help others. So I'm going to stop there. Thank you for your time and attention.
A frontline public health worker who is a trusted member and or has unusually close understanding of the community served. That is what we call grassroots working. Listen, nobody understands your neighbors like you do. The community health worker program is a must. Listen, get your pencils real quick. We need you to call 216-987-6305. That is to the Educational Opportunity Center so that we can connect you directly with all of the programs, community health worker program, the manufacturing programs, and Ohio Options that is so much needed in our community. We want to help bring you to the place where you need to be, which is on top with success. We're going to go back, we're going to go move forward with the manufacturing, and we're going to see where our friend Sarah Baldwin went. Sarah, if you're on the call, would you please say, hey?
I'm here. I just moved. I think I must have kicked the cord underneath my computer and everything went left. So I'm back. Hi, everyone. So I am the representative for our workforce division here. I'm the recruitment specialist. The way I would put it is I'm the get you in the door lady. So I can tell you all about the programs. I can help you with onboarding. I can talk to you about financial aid or our workforce scholarship, anything along those lines. So in a nutshell, you can see this if you're able to see the paragraph in front of you. It's a great division we have here at Tri-C. We provide non-credit and credit training for people and businesses through a variety of ways: employee training programs, professional development, lifelong learning opportunities, community service programs, and on. And the thing is, with all of the programs and pathways we offer, they're usually very tied to direct need in our local economy. So different areas that they need people, and they are paying family sustaining wages. So you will find that that's a big priority with us. So we have a lot of different areas. Ms. Tony was talking about the community health worker program. That falls under our health industry solutions with Ms. Rockmore, who we love dearly. She's amazing. And we have a lot of different things that you can do that. Obviously, community health worker, STNA we touched on. We also have patient access specialist and a medical coding specialist. So if you're interested in any of those, and keep in mind, you're looking at maybe 6 months. And in 6 months at the max, and some of these like the coding, that's about 6 months, and then you're on and working, can make very good living. I'm big on ROI, return on your investment. So if you're going to be in school for 6 months or a year or 3 months, whatever it is for a certificate, you're going to come out and you're going to be in a in-demand job and making money. Okay. So that's the healthcare. We have IT. We've got Cleveland Codes. We have this brand new cybersecurity boot camp that's just come out, and we're very, very excited. There's also Cisco, if anyone had a background in that, but probably for this group, you'd be most thinking of like Cleveland Codes or a new cybersecurity boot camp. And there's other cybersecurity opportunities here at Tri-C. One cool thing about cybersecurity we've learned is that, everyone's always afraid about job security. Well, that is a area or an industry that companies aren't looking to ship elsewhere. They want to keep cybersecurity in-house. So if you're wanting something that likelihood of it's going to stick around for sure, cybersecurity is a good IT field to get into, especially in the coming years. So we've got a program to meet you where you're at. Manufacturing. We've got more manufacturing pathways than Carter's got liver pills, is what I like to say. We have so many different avenues if you want to enter the manufacturing world. We've got smart manufacturing. It's just really on the cutting edge. Whatever you may have thought of working in factories or manufacturing previously, I mean, I've got to admit, when I first came in here, I thought, oh, is that kind of really hard on your body and maybe not clean work? No, this is the wave of the future. Manufacturing is now just like everything. Technology is in manufacturing. Factories are very clean. You have to know technology. And so that's where you see smart manufacturing technology. And again, there are many, many jobs in this field, a lot of different avenues that you can take with it. And if this is something you're interested in, obviously my contact info will be in there. I can go into further detail with you and just describe all the different things that you can do within manufacturing and under that umbrella here. There's a lot of opportunities. CDL, this is if anyone wants to drive, like an 18-wheeler, or if you're interested in more like the dump trucks or cement trucks, we have that. And we also have training in supply chain and logistics. Okay, this is based out at our Euclid Transportation Center, the Transportation Innovation Center. It's amazing. It can be a really great way to see the country. If that's something you're interested in. They have classes starting monthly. And again, like all of our programs, there is funding available, and I'd be more than happy to assist you with that and help you. Like I keep saying, I am just here to serve you. So don't ever be bashful about asking for help. I'm here to serve.
I think that's fantastic. Sarah, Cicely, Tony.
What he's done to her. Who is mine? That pain was built somehow.
Oh, someone needs to mute. Would you help us, Trisha? Thank you so much. Well, now it's time for questions and answers. We want to hear from our friends, our people that we want to help, the ones that we work for in the community. Please ask your questions about any of the areas, and we're here to answer them to the best of our ability. Please feel free to unmute yourself, ask your question, and then once you're finished, please mute yourself for others.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, my name is Sheila, and I would like to know more about the TRIO program and the community health program.
All right. So again, now do you have a pen and paper? Because I'm gonna give you a different number.
I do.
216-987 3141 to talk to Miss Tony to get to Miss Rockamore.
Okay.
And the community health program, like Sarah said, she gave us even more information, including with the patient assistance program. I love the patient assistance program. When I go to Cleveland Clinic, they're in red coats and they're ready to help. And they will take care of you. They'll show you where to go. They'll walk you where you want to go. They're helpful. Just like we want to be helpful, they're helpful. And it's rewards in helping others. You know, what you send out comes back to you. So we always want to be positive and kind to others. So that'll come back to us in one form or another. Any other questions from you?
There was a question in the chat. Someone wanted to know why would someone take a non-accredited course as opposed to accredited course?
Can I take a stab at that? Yeah, because so the language sometimes can be confusing. So for our purposes, for the Ohio Options for Adults program, we are a pre-college program. So that's why our programs are considered non-credit. So our classes in particular, you do not receive college credit because they are pre-college courses. So when you're thinking of like going after a degree, most college courses start with 1,000 level course. But again, to go after that degree, the initial step is you have to have your high school diploma or GED. So for our purposes, that's why we, Ohio Options for Adults program, are identified as non-credit courses. That's a great question.
And also they'd like to know, are there any paid training programs?
Yes, Sarah probably can answer the part about the workforce aspect of non-credit.
And Sarah, tell them about the certified production technician, because I know that's a program that they're paid. But Sarah was going to say something anyway, so please go ahead, because I know you're going to talk about how that, hey, you're not going towards a degree, but you're doing a certification for a specific job. And so please, Sarah, tell us more about it.
Dr. Scott, that's exactly it. So I know that can be kind of a confusing term, but essentially what it means is for credit, maybe you're going for a degree or something along those lines, whereas non-credit is more of a short-term certificate type of thing or shorter in length. Example of non-credit here would be like the CDLs, like the truck driving or STNA, anything in the health industry solutions. You're going to find that is considered non-credit. Now, Here's the great thing about Tri-C, as we are always moving forward. And there's a big initiative at the college right now, specifically in the workforce division, to get a lot of our programs to where if you complete a program with us that is currently considered non-credit, for it to eventually offer credit on the other side of the house. So we're working on that. Okay, specifically in IT, they're doing that. I just had a meeting with them before we took off for winter break about this same topic, that if you can complete some of their credentials, they're working for it to be like 8 credits towards maybe a certificate or a degree on the 4 credit side of like cybersecurity or something like that. Okay, and as far as paid training, we have a lot of different ways to fund for you to go to school. As far as if you're doing 4 credit classes with workforce, that can be funded through FAFSA. If you have any experience with that, federal financial aid. FAFSA is an acronym. Free application for federal student aid is what it stands for. And EOC can help you do that. They support you so much through that whole process. So don't ever, like I keep saying, don't ever feel bashful. Don't ever feel like weird or, oh, I don't know what that is. Everybody starts out not knowing what it is. And we're here to serve people. So don't ever be hesitant. But then we also, if like, let's say you want to do CDLs, okay, and that's non-credit. Well, we have a workforce scholarship here that has alternate funding that you can get funding with the wonderful Melissa Hall. And then also, for example, Ohio Means Jobs. You can go there and you can get, I think, up to $6,000. And for different areas, you can get different amounts of money, depending on if you've utilized them before. You can get up to $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 towards some of these programs, and just by tapping into them. And there's even other resources on top of that. So there's a lot of different opportunities for you to get into. I think you said certified production technician. That's along the lines of like our manufacturing and with all of that under that umbrella. And I'm trying to think, there's so many different things, and I'm still relatively new. I don't know all the ins and outs and nuances of everything, but Anna, if you want to put your contact information in the chat, or if you, and you can send it to me directly, you don't have to put it out there for everybody. I'd be happy to follow up with you and send you the language specifically about what is all entailed and you can get with that. We also have earn as you learn opportunities, so where you can be out and working while you are in school. And so you're not just sitting there, just in school. Because we know you guys got to make money. Lord knows I do. Okay. And for a lot of folks, it can be a lot to be like, oh, I'm just going to take these 3 months off. And you can't do that. And we get that. So we have a lot of opportunities in our workforce division where you can get out working and be making some money while you're in school. And it goes hand in hand. And again, I keep bringing this up. Everything that we offer over here is in demand. So you're not going to be, beating the bushes looking for jobs. They're going to be begging you. The stories that I've heard are just amazing, specifically for some of our manufacturing and like CNC stuff. It's just incredible. And just briefly, CNC, I know I'm on a bit of a tangent, but CNC, a lot of people don't know what that is. Okay. And basically it is computer numeric control. That's what CNC stands for. But you create things using these, it's kind of like, just to give you an example, like the Cleveland Clinic has a CNC shop. They have machinists that help make, like, let's say somebody needs an artificial hip. They will have you make the hip for the person there. This is something I just learned from Ms. Sherman, Star Sherman. She's the program director with CNC. She's an amazing person as well. We have a lot of great people over here for sure. But yeah, it's making things in a like kind of a factory setting, and it can be anything from like prosthetics to components for like a cell phone. It really runs the gamut. So there's a lot of different things that we have. I hope that answered your question.
And if I could add, the Advanced Training Academy caters to those that are 17 years old, 17 to 24 years old, that has a high school diploma, that has the majority of the programs that we've already mentioned. And they get paid to go. There's a 20-hour-a-week scholarship that's for them. Plus, they get incentives throughout the semester. So the question was, why would I want to go to a program that's not for credit, non-credit and for credit? And it was answered perfectly because it's what you want and what you're ready for. And some of their programs is for credit going into the college to get an associate's degree. So for credits, associate's degree and the and going towards a bachelor's degree. What we're trying to do is work with you to do that stepping stone. I noticed that Cicely talked about the credentials that are stacked one on top of another. Sometimes you need those credentials to get up in your current job, to get up in promotion status. And an associate's degree won't do that for you, but 3 certificates will. That's the stackable certificates because you're giving what they need as an employer. I am so pumped up and I am so excited. We are going to ask Trisha to help us with filtering some more questions out. We've got 10 minutes and I don't want to lose these 10 minutes. We gave you 2 numbers. Please call those numbers. We gave you in the chat information specifically from the people that want to reach out to you. Hey, if you're not interested in anything, then you know somebody that's in your community, your neighbors where you live, or your family members that you could say, hey, this may be something for you. Tri-C is okay. Please, Trisha.
I had a question, Dr. Scott. I know a year or so ago, there were some funds to help people if they had balances at Tri-C and they wanted to come back. Are those funds still available or have they been exhausted?
That's a very good question. I'm going to be upfront and clear with you. I don't know, but that's a question that we can answer. Sarah popped in and she's saying, hey, yeah. I know it was over the pandemic and people were going crazy, going bananas. But Sarah, maybe you can answer that better.
Well, we do have the college comeback program, and there's a couple different avenues with that have to do with, was the question regarding like debt forgiveness and that sort of thing? Yes. So we do have that. And to my knowledge, we still have it. There is a program manager. She's a wonderful person, Eunice Cabrera, who handles that. And I'm going to throw some information on that in the chat. If everyone's okay with that, I'm going to put the link in there. But she actually had a college comeback a week in September that we presented at. So yes, I believe it's still going on strong. And if that's something you're interested, I would say reach out. Eunice is Ms. Cabrera is a wonderful person.
Thank
I think it's so important that you've got EOC to hold your hand and do the connect. So I'm so glad that we have our EOC intake that's in the chat that we can give you service within 24 hours of the time that you submit that intake, and that we can also connect you to Ms. Cabrera and to Sarah and to Cicely, because we all are family at the college and we're under the same umbrella or a similar umbrella that's for the same thing to service you. And don't forget, you have a CMHA scholarship. Can you help us understand how the scholarship can help residents?
Anna, do you have more information on that? Anna must have stepped away. I don't have information that I could share on that right now. I probably could get back to them about that though.
So that's just ways and avenues that you may not know of. And then someone said, no, my microphone is not working. And that's okay, because we can make it work for you.
Okay, very much. Thank you again, you and your team coming to us today for wonderful information. And we know we're going to have people reaching out to you. So we want you to stay in touch, stay warm, and we'll see you next time.
And lastly,
Thank you.
thanks Cicely, the executive director of How Options, who's over her own program, and Sarah Baldwin, who's our connect in the manufacturing industry, technology, and all the other things too, as well as my staff. Thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let us be the bridge
Bye-bye.
to help you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.